Alright guys, Cal here. So I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok lately, like probably more time than I care to say here. It's my go-to at like 2 a.m. when I just can't get to sleep. So it's pretty much, every night. And I'm just there for like 2 hours straight watching stuff. And it's not a problem. It's definitely not a problem because I can chalk it up as research for this video now. So I don't have a problem. I reckon I nailed that. It's a platform that has a lot of really funny, genuinely good content on it. I mean, to get to that, you have to wade through a lot of weird kink and creepy content. But, that's fine. That's kind of just the internet. TikTok is the internet concentrated into one single app. It's like the end point of the internet. And as somebody who grew up with the internet, I'm completely fine with that. I'm numb to it. I'm numb. Just desensitized at this point. But as with any platform where people can share their own creations and share their own videos, it comes with its fair share of trash. And, there's enough on YouTube for you to know what I'm talking about. Like this video.
Got him! Got him!
But some of the worst on TikTok comes from this one particular guy. His name's Joseph Church. You'll probably have heard of him because he's been making some waves. Because he just brings the cringe. Like, this guy is everything you could expect, everything you could hope for in a terrible, cringy TikToker, and more.
She is very gorgeous to me!
Basic
person
comes to mind. So in this video, what we're going to do is take a look through some of his TikToks and just admire that cringe. We're going to bask in its glory. Hopefully by the end of the video, I can come to some kind of conclusion on whether he's the real deal and this is just who Joseph Church is as a person. Which, if so, amazing. Like, how? But maybe it's an act. Like, let's get down to the bottom of this and try and work it out. It's gonna be a big task, I'm not gonna lie. But briefly, before we get into the meat of the video, I do just want to say that, little peek behind the curtains, this is my second day trying to record this video, because yesterday I tried for like 5 hours and my brain just wasn't working and I sacked it off and had a tiramisu. So if you do enjoy this video, please just leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel because there'll be more coming up and I could really do with it. So like a good 90% of the content that Joseph makes uses this feature on TikTok where people can comment and then you reply to that comment by embedding it in a new video. So you can effectively do a video response. It's a really cool feature and used properly it can reap some hilarious rewards like this video.
I'm just Welsh.
See, that's good TikToking. That is good TikToking. You see, that, Joseph, is how you do it. But when it's done by him, it tends to be more in the vein of some teenage girl asking him a question to try and work out whether or not they're his type. And he just comes back with the most, vapid, dull answers around. And really, it's just quite the sight to behold. In the most boring way possible.
Does weight matter to me? Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I like someone, then weight's not going to stop me taking it further. But don't get me wrong, I obviously have a type. So there's things I look for in a girl. But weight really doesn't bother me.
I absolutely love that answer because he comes up with this lovely, kind answer that is completely the right answer because weight shouldn't be the deciding factor. But I do have a type, and presumably that type of his will be within a certain weight range. I mean, he said as much himself in the past.
I say she's curvy and that she's my type, but for some reason I decided to go. Yeah, Addison's got a chubby look, I did the Q&As for fun. I was putting on an act for fun. But I'm very, very aware this could have upset a lot of people. So I would just like to apologise. Because as I say, they were for fun and entertainment.
This is mature from Joseph. It's forward planning, because if TikTok goes the way of Vine and Musical.ly, then he'll inevitably have to transition over to YouTube. And at that point, he's getting in his practice for apologies really early, which is good, because that'll come in real handy. He'll get better at them. And then there's this one. Just roll the clip. Just roll the clip. I'm not sure why I said that like it was somebody else that I was talking to. It's clearly going to be me editing this in like 6 hours time. So, Cal, in 6 hours time, if you could do me a solid and roll that clip, mate. Cheers.
Okay. Nice guys always finish last, should have known that.
This guy, the guy, like, undoubtedly, he's got some things going for him. Like, girls will like him, at least a fair amount. He can't come out here with that kind of r/nice guys stuff. No guy who's been put in the friend zone and complains about it and, you know, oh, I'm a good guy, why can't you be with me, has the confidence to go out there and show off their abs in a gilet. In fact, I'd guess that probably the majority of nice guys don't have abs to start with. So it's just quite funny to see a guy who looks like that say that kind of thing. He's a complex character, is Joseph. There's more to him than first meets the eye. He's like a transformer. Optimus Joseph. Optimus Church? Josimus Prime. Josimus Prime. Yeah. What he does look like in that topless gilet video is like he showed up to a fancy dress party dressed as Tim Sherwood in the buff. Like, it's not a good thought, is it? You didn't have to put that in my mind, Joseph. I don't know why my brain works that way, but my mood's gone downhill further than Aston Villa did when he managed them. So we know he likes to be topless a lot, but my absolute favourite video of him flexing is this one where he's wearing this Kappa jumper, but over his shoulders, like some kind of very confusing Tory. You're not allowed to wear Kappa, but wear it over the shoulders. Like, that's sending very mixed messages. I mean, you're only allowed to wear your jumper over your shoulders if you're called Digby or Humphrey or Boris. You can't be doing it with Kappa. Is this a meme to you, Joseph? Are you in on the joke? I think you might be in on the joke, Joseph. I'm on to you.
This one's a bit sad for me. Like, I wish I could just whip out some Gucci's or Giuseppe's. But sadly, my shoe collection isn't that interesting. My go-to shoes are just Air Force. I did recently get some Yeezys, which I'm absolutely loving, but...
Of course he wears Yeezys. Why would he not wear Yeezys? This might just be me being distinctly uncool, but what are Giuseppe's? Right, so I've just looked up what Giuseppe's are, and they're unfortunately not worth the chef's kiss that I scripted into this video. So, well, that's a disappointment, isn't it? So naturally, he comes up with some pretty funny stuff, and because of that, people are going to take the mick. So there's a lot of that on TikTok. Like, for every video I see from Joseph, I see another one now that's just absolutely rinsing him. And it is quite entertaining. So let's have a look at some of those videos as well.
Would I date a girl in primary school? Well, that's a bit old for me because they can speak. I prefer girls who, you know, you can see them but you can't hear them.
That Joseph Church impression is stellar. I tried doing a couple for this video, and honestly, nothing even came close to the efforts of Tree Shagger 69. I thought I'd just leave it up to the experts, and Tree Shagger 69, you really are a pro when it comes to this stuff. So applause to you, because you've nailed that Joseph Church impression. This one, though, is the ultimate piss take of him, and I've watched it back about 20 times. It's amazing, and you all need to see it because, wow, it's A-grade muggery.
Ooh, like, it's pretty mad. The average age is like 17 and a half, which I just think's mad, but I lost it when I was 15.
You think that's mad, fella? I lost mine at 8, back of a Lamborghini outside school with a supermodel, 2 supermodels. They wanted a relationship, but I wasn't ready. Playing the field. I had a lot of homework to do as well.
There's so much to love in there. It so perfectly highlights one unimpressive and unnecessary flex Joseph's done there. And the guy does it in a Stoke City top. If you're not into football, I'll explain how funny that is. Because somebody mugging you off who's wearing a Stoke City top is like being beaten in a fight by Deji. You wouldn't want to show your face for a good couple of years. It really adds insult to injury. I can say that because I support Bradford City, so we're one of the few teams that are actually worse than Stoke, and it would be even more shameful if you got rinsed by someone in a Bradford City top. But I do think there are a couple of reasons to think that maybe Joseph is in on the joke, because he's shown little bits that make you think, oh, does this guy actually know what he's doing? Is he playing a bit of a character?
I'm trying to think what I was actually asked. I think it was something along the lines of like, your first kiss, something like that. So I put my white cap on. Now I'm pretty sure my exact words were, because I was a little legend in primary school, I was kissing girls in the bushes. Obviously I sound like such a legend, not. Then obviously everyone in the UK was like, I'm jumping on that. So that's what that one's all about.
So the first thing is that he reacts pretty well to people taking the mick out of him. And like I said, it happens a lot. So he must get a lot of hate. And it's unnecessary. Like, the guy's never actually done anything that bad. He's just a bit cringy, which is fair. I mean, he's 18. At 18, admittedly, I was a bit cringy. And I still am. At the moment, I'm making a video taking the mick out of an 18-year-old. So, honestly, there's nothing cool about this. But him taking it so well and being so alright with all the criticism does make me think that maybe it is a little bit of a character, because he doesn't really take it personally. It's not like it's a personal hit on him. So at the very least, I think that it's just a real slapstick version of his personality. And he's completely fine with people taking the mick out of him. And another thing that makes me think that maybe he's playing a bit of an act is just, how can this be a real person without playing to the crowd at all?
So to be honest, I'll probably just say to the missus, yeah, I've just got to go get a snack. Obviously drive off, see what the situation is, and with a bit of luck get back in time for the baby.
That about brings us to the end of this video, guys. So if you did enjoy it, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And comment down below as well. Do you think that it is a bit of an act that Joseph's putting on, or do you just think this is his personality? I'm uploading weekly at the moment, so check back next Thursday and there'll be a new video. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much, guys.